CQ Parks on the air, 14280 CQ. CQ POTA, Parks on the air. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4 NDK, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ 14280. 14280, this is Whiskey 4 NDK at US-6848, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ, this is Whiskey 4 now. CQ, 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 Whiskey 4 NDK, CQ Parks on the air. I hear somebody down the noise. Here's somebody down there. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo at James K. Polk birthplace in North Carolina. CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo at James K. Polk Memorial Park. This is James K. Polk's presidential birthplace. CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ Parks on the air. Having trouble staying tuned because of the wet ground, and I'm not actually holding onto the radio, so that'll ground it. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ Parks on the air. I'm using a doublet antenna, so it's going to have a high SWR. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 4 NDK. CQ and standing by. I hear somebody with Foxtrot. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ POTA. CQ Parks on the air. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 NDK. CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, 14.280 megahertz. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Also streaming live on YouTube for POTA. CQ POTA from US-6848. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ Parks on the air. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. check my binding post adapter here. Turn off the radio for a second. If somebody is out there and they're watching, they feel like they want to spot me on the POTA site, I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, this one wire is not real happy. Let's see if I can strip it down and get some better wire exposed out of it. Be careful with this wire that you don't cut into the wire, just the shielding. There we go. That's one side. See what the other side looks like. Okay. I hope we don't lose 14280. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. 14280, Travis. Do you mind spotting me? I'm at US-6848. CQ Park's on the air. CQ Park's on the air. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ POTA. Thank you, Travis. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, NDK. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Whiskey 4 NDK, CQ 14280. CQ, CQ, CQ. So I got the battery cable on the wet ground here. That's probably part of the reason SWR is creeping up. My feet are in the wet ground and the CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 NDK, CQ and standing by. Here's somebody down the noise. CQ Park's on the air. CQ POTA. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ from 14280. CQ POTA. CQ Park's on the air. This is Whiskey 4 NDK. CQ. CQ Park's on the air. Sorry about tuning, guys. I had part of the antenna that was touching the radio, so I just want to CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. I heard a 5. CQ Parks on the air. There might be someone else on this frequency by this point that I can hardly hear, but might be people calling me. I didn't see any spots at 14,280. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, 14.280. CQ. Okay, Travis, thanks. Park number is US-6848. CQ, 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 US-6848. CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. I think there's someone else on this frequency.
Humidity 73%. Back to you.
CQ, CQ, CQ. I'll put this on my knee and see if it tunes better. It usually does. CQ, C. Retune it. I'll turn the camera this way in just a second. CQ, 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 CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4. That's not tuning any better. That's very strange. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. Whiskey 4, NDK, CQ. Just want to see once I get spotted if I start getting some contacts. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ POTA. Let me check the radio here. I'm wondering if I've got one of the wires inside the radio. Take the battery off. I don't see anything pinched in there. Putting the Elecraft KX2 back together. Get the antenna on here. It's the 40-meter doublet. Maybe a problem with my wire. Time to rebuild this. No big deal. Let's see. I hear somebody on this frequency, so. CQ, CQ, CQ Parks on the air. There's somebody here.
come again.
Is this frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo on 14326. Sorry about the tuning, guys. Get this wet ground, and the doublet doesn't perform well when it's wet. CQ, CQ, CQ parks on the air. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. Travis, I had to move to 14326. There was someone on 14280. CQ, CQ, CQ on 14326. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. Kilo Charlie 1 Golf Golf Papa 59 US-6848. Thank you for Massachusetts. Thanks for the contact. And would you mind spotting me, please? Could you spot me?
I'll put you up on the page.
Okay, thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck to you. Thanks for spotting me. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ POTA. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. 14326. This is Whiskey 4 NDK. CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4 NDK. CQ, CQ. Travis, I'm at 14326. Thank you. I had to move. Somebody was on 280. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 4 NDK from James K. Polk Memorial Birthplace, North Carolina State Park, US-6848. CQ. CQ, CQ parks on the air. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. Whiskey 0 Kilo Echo Germany 59 US-6848. Thank you for the 5.9 and good audio. I'm on the Elecraft KX2 and I'm streaming on YouTube. Look me up, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo 73. QRZ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. Park to park, you're 5'9". Go ahead with your park number.
This is Alpha Bravo 1, November Hotel. You are 5-1 into US 169er.
Thank you for 1699. I'm in US 6848 QSL.
Roger on US 6848. Very good.
73, and your great signal is on my YouTube channel, Go Amateur Radio. 73, QRZ. CQ POTA, QRP. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo with the 40 meter, the 22-foot doublet. The 22-foot doublet. QRZ. CQ from US-6848. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, 14326, CQ, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. There's my mic. Using the 22-foot doublet. It's up about 15 feet. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. And I'm on a hill that faces northeast, so I always get north or northeast from here, but very well. CQ. If you're north or northeast, I should get you really well here. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo at US-6848. CQ Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, 14326. CQ Parks on the Air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, US-6848. CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. 3 contacts. 7 more. CQ. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ Parks on the Air. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ, 14326, CQ POTA. Thanks, Travis. That's KB5 Alpha Bravo, K5 Alpha Bravo November. That's Travis Cross. CQ, and standing by. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. Whiskey 4, NDK. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ, 14326. This is POTA Station. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo from US-6848, QRZ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ, 14326 from US-6848. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ Parks on the Air, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ POTA, Whiskey 4, NDK, CQ. CQ, W4, NDK, CQ, and standing by. So we got New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota, and I'm not sure where AB1NH is, but looks like New Hampshire. So we are going northeast, north. CQ. Well, that's somebody just having a rag chew that just showed up after I spotted, and I asked, CQ, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. Let me see if I move up just a little. I'm going up to 327. CQ, 14327. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ, 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 Whiskey 4, NDK, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, NDK, 14.327 from US-6848, CQ. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air, Whiskey 4, NDK, CQ, and standing by. CQ Parks on the Air, CQ Parks on the Air. This is W4 NDK, CQ, and standing by. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo from US-6848, US-6848. CQ, US Parks on the Air from 6848, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, QRZ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, Whiskey 4, NDK, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. This is W4 NDK, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. Give you a little better view of the woods, I guess. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. This is Whiskey 4, NDK, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, 14327, CQ. CQ Parks on the Air, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ Parks on the Air, CQ Parks on the Air. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo from US-6848 on the frequency 14.327 megahertz. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, CQ, CQ. Oh, I understand, Travis. It is hard to disassemble and put together something when you already had it set up. I had to hang a wire, then I had to cut the coax and redo the end on it, get some water out of it. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. Hey, Travis, you mind respotting me on 14.327? I'm sorry, but there was someone down on 324, 325, so I had to move up. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ, 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 CQ. Whiskey 4, NDK, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. Oh, you're working on your station, so you can't spot me. Maybe I'll get a contact. They'll be able to spot me. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, NDK, CQ, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ Parks on the Air, CQ Parks on the Air, the James K. Polk Presidential Birthplace, Pineville, North Carolina, US 6848. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. CQ POTA and standing by. 14.327, 14.327 from James K. Polk, presidential birthplace, US-6848. I believe he was president around the 1830s or so. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 4, NDK. Persistence is golden here, so we're just getting another contact, and we'll go to the next one. CQ and standing by. CQ, 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 CQ. Move up to 14.328 now. CQ, 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 14.328. CQ, 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 CQ. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo on 14.328 at US-6848. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is W4NDK, CQ, and standing by. I'm at the beautiful James K. Polk presidential birthplace in Pineville, North Carolina. They've reconstructed his birthplace, the cabin, and a garden. They have a visitor center here and a trail that runs all the way to South Carolina from North Carolina and up north all the way to downtown Charlotte. So it's our Little Sugar Creek Greenway. It goes right through here. Little Sugar Creek Greenway. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ Parks on the air. This is W4NDK, CQ. I'm afraid if I go on my phone and spot myself, I will lose the live stream. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 4, NDK, CQ, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. It's getting kind of hot. CQ, CQ POTA. Whiskey 4, NDK, Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. I got someone else near me. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, W4NDK, CQ, and standing by. Thanks, Travis. CQ, CQ, CQ. I think you might have saved my activation by spotting me there because the radio's getting hot and I was going to have to shut it down if I don't get... CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, US-6848, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. CQ, 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 US-6848, Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, CQ. Calling, CQ calling. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo from US-6848, CQ. CQ with the Yellowcraft KX2 transceiver. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air from Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, Whiskey 4, NDK, CQ. CQ Parks on the air. CQ, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air, Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo from 14.328 megahertz at US-6848, QRZ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, W4 NDK. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ Parks on the air, Whiskey 4 NDK, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ and standing by. Hey Otis, I'm on 14328 here at US-6848. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, CQ, CQ. With CQ, CQ, CQ. I'm at US-6848, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ and standing by. Does anybody hear me out there? CQ, CQ. Let's see if I can hunt some. Whiskey 4 NDK.
Whiskey Delta 8, Delta Foxtrot Whiskey. W0NNA, good, 597, the break signal. Go ahead.
I'm going to try to get this soda station. Getting lunch right now, Otis. All right.
Whitney, man.
QRP, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Later on this summer, it's Whitney, W-H-I-T-N-E-Y, Whitney Mountain, over in the northwest part of the state.
QRP. Whitney Mountain, Finger Lakes, New York.
Well, good to work here. Give me a signal for a way, and I'll let you work the XYL, too. She's right next to me here.
No, I'll get 2 for 1 here. That's worth waiting for.
Whiskey Delta 8, Delta Foxtrot Whiskey. This is Whiskey 0, Echo Romeo India, W0ERI, and you are 5 and 9, 5 and 9. And by the way, this mountain overlooks Beaver Lake. It's a beautiful lake up here in the northwest corner of Arkansas. See that, Phil?
Arkansas. Not the Finger Lakes. Somebody said Finger Lakes. That's a long way away from Arkansas. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilowatt, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, W0MNA, good, 5-9 signal this morning, go ahead.
Yes, you're also 5'9". I'm a POTA Park, US-6848, and I'm QRP with a doublet.
Well, your QRP station's working very well. We're running a trap dipole doublet ourselves here on the summit, and we're not in the park, unfortunately, but we are on the summit if you want that information.
Yes, I'd love it, please.
Yeah, it's Whiskey 5 Alpha / Bravo Romeo 012. Whiskey 5 Alpha / Bravo Romeo 012 in northwest Arkansas. Go ahead.
Thanks for Northwest Arkansas, and I'm at US-6848. President James K. Polk's presidential birthplace, Pineville, North Carolina.
Roger, we got it all. Okay, let's put the XYL. We'll catch you soon. Hang on a second. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. This is Whiskey 0, Echo Romeo India, W0ERI, and you are 5-9 into Arkansas. hours at any rate. So, you are 5'9" in Arkansas. QSL?
QSL, Martha, nice to make your acquaintance, and thank you for the contact. Thank you for saving my activation. If you want to hear your signal later when you get home, it's really good. Check out Go Amateur Radio on YouTube. Go Amateur Radio at the 40-minute mark. Over.
Okay, I've got it written down. We'll do that. Thank you, and 73.
73, Martha and her hubby. Nice to make contact. See you later. Those are nice folks. What a good contact. 5'9" to Arkansas. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. $1,700 UTC. Whiskey 4 and DK. Boy, the cute. I hate to tune. I didn't mean to tune up right here, but man, the SWR went way up. Whiskey 4 and DK. Radio cooled down a little bit.
QSL got the 57 in the US-1067. QSL.
All right, we're doing pretty well hunting.
All right, good luck on your activation. 73. Go ahead, man.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, park to park.
POTA with Foxtrot 9 uniform and park US 1003.
Park to park, park to park, park to park, QRP, QRP.
Okay, park to park. Pretty weak, but I'll try it. Let me turn up the volume here. Go ahead.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
QSL Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. I've got you about 4-4 here.
Okay, you are 5'9" into US-6848. 5'9", US-6848.
All right, 5'9" in the US-6848. All right, well, good luck on your activation today. 73.
73, thanks. All right, 6.
POTA with Foxtrot 9 uniform, park US 1003.
Go down and get some more. Probably too weak to get into him. Now, if you zero beat and you have a modern radio, they're not going to hear it, so that's what I'm doing. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, QRP, POTA.
November 4 station again.
Whiskey 4.
November 4 Oscar Yankee.
Move down in tune. Because of the wet ground.
Roger, Western North Carolina. Hey, appreciate the call, my friend. And you have a great rest of the day and enjoy the weekend. November 4, Oscar Yankee Romeo from Alpha Delta 2, Mike 73.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, park to park. Park to park, QRP.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just flipping the page here on paper login. The park to park station. Go ahead.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilowatt.
Whiskey 4 4 November Delta Kilowatt. Roger.
QSL 59 to US-6848.
Okay, let's see, 6848, 6848 is your part, and I got you 5 by 5, 55 here in my two parts. First part number,
QSL
second part, the 06880, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Thanks for the 2 parts. 73.
Hey, thank you for the park, my friend. You have fun and have a great weekend. Appreciate the call. This is Alpha Delta 2, Mike standing by.
All right, so I've got 7. I only need 3 more.
20 meters, thank you, 20 meters. Victor Charlie 9, Delta Tango.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo QRP. 5 and 9 North Carolina US-6848. That's number 9. I know him. He has a YouTube channel. We gave each other 5-9, 5-9. And that was at 105, so 1705. UTC. Okay, I just need one more.
Thank you very much, Cindy, for the call. You have a great weekend.
Already got him. It's on a ski slope? That's a POTA, but I can hardly hear him. Need one more. Hope I don't lose the band. I can hear him now. Kilo Mike 7 Alpha Zulu. That's at 107. I wish you'd repeat the park number. Park to park, QRP. Park to park, QRP. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. Park to park, Whiskey 4, NDK. He's not going to be able to hear me in Arizona, I don't think. Not with the band the way it is. Shorter than that. I can hear him, though. I gave it a chance to cool down once I started letting the other people talk. He's coming up. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilowatt, QRP, park to park, park to park. Whiskey 4. Oops. I think he said QRP, but it wasn't me. Maybe I try to get somebody else. It's 1:09. I got a little more time and I got to go. This is the most relaxing thing I could do today, so I feel much better. I was very stressed out about my clients and stuff. I care about them, so I was stressed out. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, QRP, park to park, park to park. Park to park, park to park, Whiskey 4, NDK. Okay, I'll come back to him.
And we're taking check-ins for the YL system, second period. If you hear me, please give me a call.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, QRP.
Hello, Charlie, Zero, Charlie, Hotel Romeo, you're in the
So if I could get YL system, that counts as a contact from a park. I moved down to tune.
Fantastic, Robert. Thank you very much for checking with us. Yep, propagation is not with us today. It's a very rough day, but you're still making it through, Roger.
Roger,
Robert. Thank you very much for checking with us. Thank you very much. Even the propagation is not optimal. At least you made it, over.
It's going off frequency a little bit, at least for him. So the radio got hot.
Also, frequency is Robert. He's a gas station from Ottawa, Kansas, and he's Callsign Kilo Charlie Zero, Charlie Hotel Romeo. So we're clear with Robert. Any additional station looking to checking into the YL system, come now.
QRP, Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt.
Okay, the station coming right at the noise level. Give it another try, see if I can pull you through.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. QSL? Whiskey 4, NDK. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt.
The only thing I can copy is a kilowatt at the end. The last letter is kilowatt. That's the only thing I can copy. Give me a couple of tries, see if I can pull you through.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo.
Whiskey number 4, is it Foxtrot?
November, Delta, Kilo. November, Delta, Kilo. November, Delta, Kilowatt. November, Delta, Kilowatt.
Right at the noise level. Right at the noise level. So the copy is very, very difficult. I know it's a Whiskey 4. Whiskey 4. Give me the call sign again, see if I can pull you through.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, Norway, Denmark, Kazakhstan. 9 drunk kangaroos. 9 drunk kangaroos. Let's see if you got that.
Negative copy.
Okay.
Copy. Man, the time is not optimal today. A lot of high absorption rate.
Yeah, USB.
Right at the noise level. But let me give one more call. Anybody, anywhere, we can check it into the wire.
Did we get anyone on 14344?
Roger, Whiskey 0, Kilo Echo, Germany, W0KEG. You and I chatted a couple days ago. I think Bill Berlin's missing his wayward son, Roger.
Let me see if I can get 317 again. In Arizona. Move down, tune. Dogs are barking at the kennel nearby. Thanks, Travis. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. I want to get this guy right here. It's Kilo Mike 7 Alpha Zulu. Losing the band completely. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, Park to Park, QRP, North Carolina. He's doing a kind of a rag chew there. It's hard to do that when you're doing POTA because there are people waiting for you. Can hardly hear him. Whew, this is tough. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, QRP, Park to Park. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, Park to Park. I think you hear me at all. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. 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 I'm going to try him a couple more times. He's got a Kilo Mike 4. Ham radio over the coax. Can't hear me in Minnesota. Thanks. Extra exam. Otis, the 17th. 50 out of 50 correct. Awesome, Otis. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo from US-6848. Can't hear anybody. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Delta United.
Move down. 10. If I can make this contact, that'll be 10.
Yeah, the call here is K1 Kilo 1 Lima radio. Name is Paul, Sandwich, Massachusetts, Cape Cod, over.
I'll be able to get him. He's in Massachusetts, so my antenna is broadside Massachusetts. That's why I wasn't getting Arizona.
Well, that's good, things are working. So we're running about 1,000 watts here, about 1,000 watts. And I switch back and forth the antenna.
See if we can get him.
So there you have that. I much appreciate your call. Anything we can do for you then.
Let's see if we can get the maritime now. That'll make me feel good about going out in a boat if I had this. QRP.
Additional check-ins, maritime, and anybody else I can hear, please.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, NDK. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt. I think that's my only chance is to get him. Hopefully his antenna's pointed this way. Once I get this, I'll shut it down. I'm going to put the call signs in the index with the timestamp once I get this logged in. Now they got smoke in Cape Cod. Travis, I'll find a frequency in a second. Let me get him. Can you find a frequency, Travis, that's open? And after I get him, I'll find you. After I get this contact, Travis, I'll try 290. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. All right, I'll try on 290. There's somebody there. And 290. If I can't get Massachusetts with the doublet antenna, the bands are really bad. I'm on 290, Travis. Are you there? Man, I can't hear him. You're there? Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. There's a lot of absorption right now, Travis, so if you're trying to get out to me, it's probably being absorbed by the atmosphere. I don't hear you at all. Have you tried to get out? Try 14290. I don't hear you. There's a lot of absorption in the atmosphere. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. Throw out your call sign. KB5ABN. K5ABN. I hear you. Travis, you're 5252. I need my report. I need my report. Okay, then it's not a contact. It's not a contact. If you can't give me a report, I can't log you. Kilo 5 Alpha Bravo November, negative contact, 73. What's that what is my report? Okay. Yeah, the bands are not good at all. Man, I got 9 out of 10 contacts. All I'd got to get is one more. If someone would just give me a report, I'd be good. I can go home. Oh, man, this is a hard day, but hey, that's what makes ham radio fun. It's challenging. Let's see if we can get one more person somewhere. I don't think I hear anybody. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, come on in.
You're 5'9", North Carolina.
Roger, Roger, Nate. Yeah, you're a little bit light on me, but readable and on the log, number 52, over.
Thank you for number 52. What would you say my report would be, please?
I've got you just about a 3-3, Nate, 33, but your audio brings you through nicely, over.
Okay, thank you. I'm QRP in the woods right now at US-6848. Could I have your call sign in New Jersey? I should know you.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. By the way, you just came up to a solid 4-4. Call sign here is Kilo 2, Delta Juliet of Lima, Kilo 2, Denmark, Japan, London. The name is Dan, Delta Alpha Nancy, located 35 miles southwest of New York City as the crow flies in the Garden State, over.
Okay, thank you. I'm in the woods sitting in a park with 5 watts or 7 watts, and I'm in Pineville, North Carolina. Thanks for the contact, Dan.
Roger, Roger, Nick, and thank you. Are you POTA?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
What's your park number, and thanks for activating, over?
Oh, thank you. It's US-6848. US-6848. It's James K. Polk's presidential birthplace.
Roger, Roger, US-6848. Very good, Nate. Congratulations there, and have a great day.
Well, you let me go home because you're number 10. I appreciate it, Dan. 73. All right. That was nice of him. Okay, guys, that was it. I got my last one. Sorry, Travis, I couldn't get you. Thanks for trying. You really tried to help me out. But that's all right. It's that's the way the bands are, man. It's not your fault, Travis. Hey, congratulations on getting your station set back up. I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna leave because I got to go pick somebody up. 73, everybody, from Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. I am at POTA Park, US-6848. I got 10 contacts, and they're in the log. I got to get this K1LLR out of here. I didn't get him. Arizona Homestead, 73. It's RG Arizona Homestead. Anybody else out there? I'm going to put this out there tomorrow. By tomorrow. It should be there today, but I'll put it out there with the call signs and the timestamp in the description. 73 from Go Amateur Radio. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. Appreciate you guys finding me out here and trying to make my activation successful. A lot of you did. A lot of you tried. And that's all it takes is trying. Never give up. 73 from James K. Polk. I'll give you a view of the woods here. It's a beautiful place. 73, y'all, from US-6848. Go Amateur Radio. I gotta take it out of this so I can turn it off. End.